Today? My name is Amit Surana, and what I have for you in my bag today is a hell lot of information, and everything would be related to quadratic equations today. So, how are you all doing? And let me know if you are ready, if you are amped for the session. Okay, I understand I've made a lot of you wait today. Yes, but I just wanted to see how patient you guys could get. Okay, no, I'm kidding. How does the background look now, guys? After a lot of you have requested that the black background be changed to white. Yes, I don't know if it was intentional racism or what, but then we've done it for you guys, right? We've changed the black background to white. Yes, please do let us know how you feel about it. Yes, feedback of any sort is most welcome. Hi, hello guys. Hey, hi Jogendra, hi Pranav, Shweta, Anuj, Kalpit, Rami, Khushbu. Okay, Rami, by the way, great show. Khushbu, hi, Jagrati, Nikhil, Vibhor, Prince, right, Harsh, Nitesh, Astha, superb. जोगेंद्र अमन को कहा अमन और शांति को अगर आप ढूंढ रहे हो तो दिस इज माय नेम इज अमित जोगेंद्र हाय Great, superb. Hi, Yash. Hey, thank you, man, Nitesh. Thank you. Hi, Supriya. Hi, Jogendra Urf Meshika. I don't know why. Mayank, Swastik, Harsh, Hemika. Great. Hi, guys. Hi. Okay. I understand you guys have been waiting for a while now. Yes, but then I thought might as well work out on something better, right? On the white background and then come see you there. Yes. Great. Hi, guys. Right, Akansha. Hello. The today's agenda, guys, the agenda that we have today is purely with respect to quadratic equation, right? This is our first session, which means we'll be looking at everything basic, right? We'll be looking at the standard format, we'll be looking at the root formula, we'll be looking at what discriminant stands for and what is its importance there. Yes. So this is what we have for today's day, right? We will also be looking at a lot of examples, especially helping us to find out solutions to the given equation. Yes. So are you all ready? Are you guys all amped up? Do you have the fire that you need for Amit Surana's session? Quick, guys, let me know what you guys feel right now. Hi Balram, hello Kunal, hi Suraj, Harsh. Right. Okay, Supriya. No issues. Next time, probably. There should always be a next time and there will be one, right? विभोर 3 सितारों वाले क्वेश्चन जब कैट के क्वेश्चंस करेंगे उन्हीं के साथ करेंगे यस अच्छा पहले तो ये बताओ यार you guys have you guys solved the previous yesterday's homework question I don't see anyone sending it to me checking the answers or whatever so if you have any questions any doubts a few of them have actually done that right Instagram पे आए हैं Telegram पे आए हैं पूछे हैं sir कि ये is this question right is my answer right or whatever right so if you are also someone who has a lot of doubts a lot of questions you practice a lot on a daily basis which I bet by now you should have started doing it right then the best place where you can actually get all of your questions answered live yes face to face is by taking the Unacademy subscription on Plus yes and the benefit right the benefit are countless yes the benefits here are countless but look at the price yes inversely proportional so if you are someone who understands mathematics knows for a fact what inversely proportional stands for right the benefits the more the benefits the cost is actually decreasing yeah and look at this for if you take up the 24 months right it's less than $1,000 right yeah the movie theaters would open real soon you would start going to the movie theaters right the cost of one movie if you can actually invest here in your future yes there is no better investment advice you could get right now yeah and if you use my code Surana Live you would get an additional 10% discount that will make your wallets feel extremely light yes So what I'm doing here is giving you an idea how to make your brains heavy with information and wallets also remaining heavier, right? I'm not going to make your wallets go light. Yes, so you understand, right? So you gain so much by just taking the subscriptions. If you haven't already considered, guys, do it right away, right? Do it right away. I don't want you to pay up right away also, but just download the app and check out what the benefits are on your own. Yes, I understand when I tell it to you, you might feel like I'm, trying to promote something, but I want you to download the app. I want you to check out the kind of content we have, the way in which every course is being taken, right? That thing is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so getting back to quadratic equations, right? Getting back to this. Are you all ready for the session? Yes, so let's start with the basics of quadratic equations, right? We've already seen linear equations. So guys, if you haven't seen my linear equation session, my linear equations lecture, I would totally suggest you to go ahead and watch that after the session is done, right? So when I want you to attend most of my sessions live so that any questions you have, you could at least get them answered, in an upfront way, right? But then apart from live, when there are no live sessions going on, then I would want you to go through my previous lectures also, right? So that will keep you up to date with what we are talking. Yes. So let's talk about the standard format, right? I see so much fire. I see so much fire on the chat box right now. I think we could probably need some rain here. Yeah, okay. So the standard format of any quadratic equation, everybody knows this, yes, but if you do not know, or if you want to refresh your memory, is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. Yes. So here, what does c stand for? The c stands for constant. Yes. Which means here the degree of x, right? The order of x is going to be what? 0. Yes. Then we have x, where this is called the linear variable, or here the degree of x is 1. Yes. So b would be called what? The coefficient of x. Yes. And x square, this is what makes this a quadratic equation, right? Here, what is the degree? The degree is 2. Yes. Hence, it's called a second degree equation or a quadratic equation, and a has a very important role to play here, right? The value of a has extremely important roles to play. Yes. So the value of a should never be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, which basically means what? This entire expression goes up, right? This value of a being equal to 0 nullifies the entire expression, which does not make it a quadratic equation anymore. Yes, so you'll have to make sure that the value of a, right, coefficient of x square should never be equal to 0. It could be more than that, it could be less than that, but it should never be equal to it. Yes. Great. Superb, guys. Yeah, Pranay, that's the plan. That's the plan, buddy. Yes. Hi, Shanila. Welcome. This is your first class, then. Yes. Right. So much rain also here. Yeah. Okay. So are we clear with this, right? Ax square plus bx plus c should be equal to 0. Only then it's an equation, right? Only then it's an equation. If it's not equated to 0, then it does not become an equation. It's just a function. Yes. So if it has to become a quadratic equation from a function, it has to be equated to what? 0. Yes. Now let's move on. You have a question in front of you, right? It's asking which one of the following is not a quadratic equation. Yes. I'm going to give the spoiler up a little early, right? We are asking for which one is not a quadratic equation. Go ahead, quickly go through all these answer choices. Let me know which one you think is not a quadratic equation. Yes. Now, what makes an equation a quadratic equation? Can anyone tell me that? What makes an equation a quadratic equation? Yes, the maximum degree of x, right? The order of x must be 2. Yes, we need to have the degree of x to be equal to 2, and that should be the maximum order. Yes. If it is greater than 2, then it's not a quadratic equation. If it's less than 2, then it's not a quadratic equation. Yes. Quickly go through, have a look at these equations, set of equations, and tell me which one do you think are not or is not a quadratic equation. Right, Vibhor, Balram, Divya, Anuj, Aman, everyone. Superb, guys, superb. Yes. Option D is the one, right? Is the black sheep here. It is the one that's not a quadratic equation. Yes. So this apparently is not my wrong answer. This is my right answer. Yes, option D is my right answer. Yeah. Why? See here, x square is equal to 3x. So you do not really have to worry about how the equation looks as long as the maximum coefficient of x is 2. Yes. Correct, Pranav. Yes. Superb, guys. Superb. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So here, if you see, the maximum power of x is what? 2. Yeah. Here, what would happen in the second case? What would happen? You would have 2x squared, right? You multiply x, you would have 2x squared, right? So I'm going to leave the rest of the expression. We would have 2x squared. On the right hand side, we would have x times x squared, which means if I subtract this with x squared, I would still be left with what? We would have the other parts also, the other parts of the equation also, but this would give me what? An x square, which means the x square part does not get cancelled out. Ultimately, it is still a quadratic equation. Yes. And how about the third one? Sometimes the third one might look a little intimidating, right? X cube, which means it may not be a quadratic equation, but on the right hand side, that's what matters here in this case, right? X minus 2 the whole cube, which is how much? X cube minus 2 cube or y cube, whatever. X cube minus 2 cube minus 3x square b plus 3x square x b square. Yes. So what do you have here? What do you have here? Here in this case, there'd be 1x cube. On the other side also there would be 1x cube. So x cube and x cube would get cancelled out. Ultimately, we would still have what? A quadratic equation left out of this. So the only thing that does not become or remain a quadratic equation is this. Yes. Why? See here. Here, if you see, this would give us an x cube something, right? This would give us an x cube something, but this would give us what? 2x cube something. Yes. So even if these two get subtracted, we would still be left with an x cube, and we do not want an x cube. Yes. So what's my answer? Option D. Yeah. If you want, you could, do this in a more elaborate manner. But the idea here is to what? Go for the right answer. Clear? Yes. Great. Of course, Pranav, of course. So if I convert 1 by x square, to, u square or v square, whatever, right? If 1 by x is u, then that becomes a quadratic equation, right? Yes. Okay. So yes, so that was the understanding of what a quadratic equation is, right? Now let's get into the kinds of questions, right? The kinds of question would have something to do with roots in most cases. Yes. So there are two ways in which we can find roots. Yeah. The first is using factorization, which we are all aware of, right? A very easy way to do it also, right? You do not require a lot of steps to do it. But in most cases, right, or in some cases, let's call it that way, in some cases where factorization does not work, we use what? The root formula. Yes. And what's the root formula? Can anyone tell me that? What's the formula to find out the root? X would be equal to how much? Yes. So what's the root formula? Who can tell this real quickly, guys? If you are someone who knows the root formula, immediately drop that in the chat box and go ahead and hit like. If you remember it word to word without checking anywhere, okay? I'm assuming you did not go through anything before this, or even if you remember the root formula, yes, quickly send that in the chat box and then hit like. हाँ विभोर या मैं सोचा नए बैकग्राउंड के साथ थोड़ा लुक भी चेंज कर ले तो. To be frank, I'm not able to see most of it, right? Most of it is blur in front of me. मेरे को ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे स्टूडियो में बर्फ गिरने वाला kind of feel. Yes, Balram has sent it. Anuj has sent it. शिवम CAT की कोई बुक आपके सामने बैठा हुआ है. CAT की कोई बुक. Yes. If you are looking for external, if you are looking for something from Unacademy, तो Unacademy Plus ले लो, right? There is no better material available online. Yes, because there would be people coming and telling you what's what. Yes. And to be frank, guys, to be frank, I don't know if you know this for a fact or not. Yes. But the more you see, right, the more you see something visually, yes, and if you hear it, it would remain in your memory for longer time than just seeing text. Yes. So now when you see a person talking about something, you would remember that for longer time than just reading a piece of text in a dull backgrounded book. Yes, I'm not saying going for books is bad, right? I am not pro technology always. I am pro technology, but not always. Yes. But what I'm saying is this is way, way, way much better and it will stay in your memory. This is not me lying to you, right? That's how our brain works. That's how psychology also works. Yes. Superb, guys. Great, great, guys. Superb. Acha, acha, so all of you who've sent in the root formula, very good. Yes, I'm hoping you guys have also hit like. Yes, like kiya ki nahi kiya. The whole purpose of asking you this question was that. Yes, there are so many people here. I want at least 90% of you all to go and hit like. Yes, like karo. I think okay, chalo koi nahi. Okay, so here is the root formula, like everyone said, minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac, everything under root by 2a, right? Here the most important, yes, the most important part of this entire formula is what? This. Yes. What do we call this part? Not along with the root, of course, but without the root. What do we call this thing, guys? Anyone? Yes. हर्ष अगर मेरे को रॉयल्टी मिलती रही तो yes, I am so much okay for it. Yeah, what do we call this thing, guys? Yes, we call this what? D, right? D is what? Discriminant. Yes. Now this particular expression decides how your root is going to be. Yes, whether it's going to be real or imaginary, whether they'd be whether they'd end up having only one root or multiple roots. Yes, two roots, that is. Yes, so all of that would be decided by this particular expression that's called the discriminant. Yes. So before even you could go ahead and solve for the roots, yes, you should actually first have a basic idea about how your roots are going to be looking like, right? So if you know how your roots are going to look like, then you can go ahead and even use elimination process to let go of some of the answer choices, and in most cases you can apply reverse engineering also. Yes, superb, guys, superb. Balram, Asta, Vibhor, great. Yes, Girish, yeah, that's an information. I don't know if it's good or bad. Yes, but the session's only till 7 p.m. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this discriminant, right? And what values of discriminant would decide how your roots would look like. Yes, so we know the discriminant is what? B square minus 4ac. Yes. Now, I don't know if I should remind you. Yes, so if our expression is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Yes. The coefficient of x is b. Yes, the constant is c, and the coefficient of x square is a. Yes, which means the entire equation would have a role to play when you're checking for the roots. Yes. Now let's talk about how the roots are going to be. So if you are looking for two real solutions or two real roots, right? When I say real, it means what? It's not imaginary. I thought that was understood. Yeah, so two real solutions. Yes, if you're looking for two real solutions, positive, negative, whatever, but then both should be unequal, right? Both different solutions. Yes. Then the value of d, that is b square minus 4ac, has to be what? Greater than 0. Yes. If you're looking for one real solution, that is the entire quadratic equation touches the axis only at one point, right? Then in that case, the value of the discriminant must be equal to 0. Yes. If it is equal to 0, which means there's only one part of the axis that it would touch, ultimately giving us only one real solution. Yes. So this would also give you a real solution. Yes, but then either if it's giving you two real solutions, then they'd be the same, equal, right? Or in other words, one real solution. Yes. And if the value of your discriminant is less than 0, yes, If it's less than 0, 0, then what do you know? You would be getting imaginary solutions. Yes, that is something that would involve an iota. Yes, I, that is negative of root. Yes. Now, in other words, what do you know? You know for a fact that if the value of D is positive, yes, if it is positive, then you would get two real solutions. If it is negative, then you would get imaginary solutions, and if it's equal to 0, that is neither positive nor negative, then you would get one real solution. Yes, superb guys, superb, great. So y'all are able to follow through this, right? Do not worry if you don't understand anything, because I never come with only concepts, right? I always I believe in the fact that after you learn something, you need to apply it, right? Even in real life. Yes, you learn swimming but you never go swimming, then you would not know for a fact if you could, you'd be able to swim across or not. Yes, especially when you would be a part of an adventure or something, right? Right, so here is an example to this particular piece of information that we've learned. The question is asking what type of roots would 6x square plus 7x minus 3 equal to 0. This particular quadratic equation would have what kind of roots, or one root or roots, whatever. Yes, root or roots. Yes, one or two, whatever. Yeah. So what kind of roots would it have? Would it have two real roots, or would it have one real root, or would it have imaginary roots? Can anyone answer this? Of course, Girish, of course, not on a major part, not on a more significant part, but yes, it does have some importance, of course. Vibhor, Pranav, Balram says A, Divya says C. Okay. Right, so what would we do? Yes, so if at all, the expression given to you is not in the form ax square plus bx plus c, yes, you can convert it that way. In this case, it is, right? What is the value of A? 6. The value of B is what? 7. The value of C is how much, guys? 3. Minus 3, right? The entire thing, minus 3 is the value of C. You have to be careful about that, right? So what do you know? How would we know what the roots are going to look like? Using the value of discriminant, right? Which is how much? B squared minus 4AC. Yes. So B squared would be what? 7 squared, that is 49, minus 4 times. How much is A? 6. How much is C? Minus 3, guys. Minus 3, right? Now what do you know? Yes. What would you get here? Yeah. Yes. So would this ever turn out to be negative, or would this ever turn out to be 0? Yes, you have 24 thrice, or 18 into 4. Yes, it is 72. Yes, so if you've gotten that, then okay, but you can stop here itself and know for a fact that this is going to be massively positive. Yes. So our discriminant value is majorly positive, which basically means what? Yes, we are going to have two real roots. Why? Because the value of D is how much? Greater than 0. Yes. Do we get it? So anyone who has said the answer as C, right? Chandana, Astha, others who've suddenly retracted all their messages, right? You guys also, Divya also, right? Please check. Yes. So when I say C, yes, I have to keep in mind, guys, I have to, etch this in my mind, that the standard format of any quadratic equation has to be ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Yes. Are we clear? Yes. Superb, guys. Yeah. So if you've understood this now, people who made a mistake, right? If you've understood this now, right? This becomes your responsibility, right? Everyone who's made a mistake with this, it becomes your responsibility to share this particular video on your social media platforms and tag me at Surana Live. I want you all to tag me to know that you are repenting for your mistakes. Yes, no punishments and all, but then, just as a moral responsibility. Yes. Okay, let's try out one more. Yes, so here the question is saying what would be the value of P? Yes, so the moment you see a new expression or a new term, right, what you have to do is quickly jump into the equation and check. Yes, so they're saying what is the value of p if y square plus px plus 36 has real roots. Yes, so here it's definite that we are looking at what? Real roots. Oh yeah, Anuj, yes. So let's do this, Anuj. After this example, we will have a quick celebration on it. Yes. Thank you for reminding me though. Okay, Balram says B. Balram says B. Mm-hmm. Okay, Balram. Okay. Anyone else who can answer, right? What we are looking for out of this question is what is the value of P? Yes. Based on the answer choices, it's a real number. Yes. So that's a relief. Yeah. अच्छा. Yeah. एक्स और वाई तो वही तो एक्स और वाई दोनों इतना रूकी मिस्टेक नो इश्यूज नो इश्यूज चलो एक्स ले लो वाई ले लो जो भी है यस अब ये कहाँ गया हाँ यस एक्स नहीं है भाई है हाँ जो भी जो अब समझ तो गए ना समझ समझ तो गए ना यू डोंट हैव टू shout that in my face okay थोड़ा सा गलती हो गया but it's okay y square plus py plus 36 should be equal to 0 yes how sorry what should be the value of p is the question yes so a lot of them say b okay John T says d okay Vaishnavi says B, Nikki says B. Okay, okay. So what do we know here? What do we know here? We know here that we're looking for real roots. Yes, real roots, which basically means what? We're looking for more than one root. Yes, two roots. That means D should be greater than 0. Yes. What is D? B square minus 4AC must be equal to or must be greater than 0, not equal to greater than 0. That means, right, B square is what? P square. P square minus 4 times 1. C is positive, that's 36 should be greater than 0. Yes, or P square minus 144 should be greater than 0, right? 36 into 4 is 36 twice, 2 times. 72's double is 144. Or in other words, P square has to be greater than 144. Would you agree? You add 144 here, you add 144 here. Yes, so P square has to be greater than 144, which means what? The value of P has to be greater than 12. Yes. Yes. If it's plus or minus, then you would get what? P's value should be greater than 12 or P's value must be greater than minus 12. So in minus multiply kar doge, right? So okay, I'll do this in detail ताकि किसी को confusion ना. So if I take square root on both sides, I would have what? Plus or minus. Yes. So let's consider both cases. Yes, let's consider both cases. Case 1 would be what? Case 1 would be P being greater than 12. Yes. So which one of these answer choices greater than 12? Not 6, not 12, but still let's see the other case also, right? The other case would be what? P being greater than negative 12, which means what? Minus P, yes, minus P should be greater than 12, or in other words, right? Let's not even confuse ourselves. P should be less than minus 12. Yes, so if I multiply everything by negative, right? So I do not even have to worry about this because this part does not even belong in my answer choices. So, you can let go of this. Yes, so the one case is what? One true case is what? P's value should be greater than 12, which means everyone who has been going gaga over option B, sir, B lag raha hai, sir, B lag raha hai, right? B is clearly the wrong answer because we're looking for a value that is greater than 12. Yes, not greater than or equal to, but literally greater than. So it can't be 6, can't be negative 12 also. My answer is option C, 13. Yes, the value of P is, according to this question and its answer choices, is what? Option C, 13. Yes. तो सारे सारे जिन्होंने भी आंसर्स बदले हैं, yes, anyone who has changed the answer, again this becomes your responsibility to hit like to this video and share this on your social media platforms tagging me. ठीक है? Yes, ये आपके गिल्टी कॉन्शियस में हमेशा रहना चाहिए कि मैंने कुछ काम दिया है और अगर आपने नहीं किया है तो that should keep haunting you. Yes, या गलती की है, बड़ी वाली गलती की है. Yes, what you have assumed is D must be equal to 0. That happens when is D equal to 0? D is only equal to 0 if at all this question had the word root. Yes, has a root. Do you get it? अगर ये positive, अगर ये singular होता तो D equal to 0 करके you would get P is equal to 12. Yes, even in that case you would get plus or minus 12. That basically means you would have two answers, B and D, which is not possible. Yes, समझ रहे हो guys? Yeah, great. Yes guys, it is C, option C. Superb. हाँ विभोर, हाँ वही है ना, मतलब अच्छा छोड़ो, जाने दो. विल टॉक अबाउट दैट ऑन अ मोर पर्सनल लेवल. ठीक है? Yes, superb guys, superb. Okay, so here if you've noticed, right, here if you've noticed, yes, for questions like that, so I'll give you a real quick, shortcut here, right? Not a shortcut per se, but then you can use this more logically. Yes, so B square minus 4AC, right, should either be greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0. Yes, either which ways, what would you have? You would have B square minus 4AC on one end, 0 on the other end, right? So you would add 4AC on both sides, you would get B square and 4AC on the other end, which means B should be what? Under root 4AC. Yeah, that means B should be what? 2 root of AC. Yes, so AC, if you can figure out just by the looks of the equation, right? A is what? 1, C is what? 36. So 1 into 36 is 36. Root of that would be 6. Yes, which means what? Yes, what would I get here? You understand that? Yes, so whatever is the quotient of B, right? Whatever is the quotient of B here, yes, oh sorry, that is B itself, right? Quotient of Y or X, whatever. Yeah, so you would be able to judge this, right? Now you can quickly change it, right, based on. So you don't have to go about the entire equation, right? Entire thing. Just directly jump here. Yes. Take the root of first and the last entity, right? That is the constant and y square quotient, A and C. And take the square root of it and double it. So 36 ka square root 6, uska double ho gaya 12. Got it? Now based on what is given to me, real roots hai, to greater than 12. One root है तो equal to 12, imaginary roots है तो less than 12. That's it. Yes, got it, right? अरे बलराम, बेशक, of course. Superb guys, superb. Right Balram, thank you man. Yes, तो चलो एक और हो जाए, right? Now what we are getting at, right? Now if you are comfortable, if you are okay with the entire concept of discriminant and having an idea about the roots, yes, you have a question here. Quickly answer this. Let's see who can come up with the answer first. Yes, go ahead, answer this question real quick. Yeah, कौन देगा आंसर? Come on guys, real quick, who is going to answer this question first? Yes, Are you guys solving it? Yeah, solve the equation. यहाँ पे equation बराबर है. Vibhor, Balram, all of you guys, right? यहाँ पे equation बराबर है. X times 10x minus 1 should be equal to 2. Yes. Yeah, done. Answers आ चुके हैं. Answers are coming, right? Vibhor says D. Okay. Balram says D. Khushbu says D. The fact also says D. Fact ने ही बोल दिया है D है answer, तो D ही है answer. Sindhu says C. Pranav says A. Okay. Okay, let's see how we would solve this, right? First, we have to convert this into ax squared plus bx plus c. Yes, so what would we do? X times 10x is 10x squared. Yes, minus x is equal to 2, which means what? 10x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Yes, so this is the equation here, right? Now, all the answer choices are real and they are different, so we don't have to check the discriminant. If at all you have answer choices that involve both equal and also sometimes complex, solutions, that is imaginary solutions, then you can actually, eliminate them based on the value of discriminant. Yes, but here since everything is real, we don't have to, go do that one extra step. Yes. So what we would do here, we know that the value of x, right? The root is how much? Yes, the root is what? Minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2 times a. Yes. So now let's quickly look at this. Minus b would give us what? 1. Yes, 1 plus or minus. You see here how my b's value is not 1, it is minus 1. Yes, so minus b would be 1, right? 1 plus or minus b square, that is 1 minus 4 times ac. Yes, what is a? 10. What is c? Minus 2. Please keep that in mind, guys. C is minus 2, which means you have what? 10. So 10 into 2 would be how much? 20. Yes. And this is minus already, so this is minus 80. Yes, 4 times a, hai na? Yes, over 2 times a, that is 20. This gives us what? 1 plus or minus, yes, minus plus root 81 would be how much? 9 over 20. Yes, so what are the possibilities? Yes, if you can directly look at it and give up, come up with the possibilities. Okay, agar aapko ek step extra karna hai, for starters sake, you can do that, right? 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 by 20 is how much? 0.5. What 0.5? Positive 0.5. So here itself, what can you do? You can let go of 2 answer choices, right? What would be the other value of x? 1 minus 9, that is minus 8. Yes, minus 8 by 20 is how much? Yes, minus 8 by 20 is 4 by 10, that is 0.4, but negative of it. Yes, so you can let go of what? Option A as well. What's my answer? D. My answer is option D, negative 0.4 or 0.5. Yes. Got it? Yes. Superb, guys. So everyone who said D, great job. Everyone who has retracted their answers, it's okay, right? It's okay. You don't have to, be embarrassed about it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. So one more. Yes. Are you all ready? Acha, what we haven't done today, right? Too many changes has actually taken my mind off our tradition, right? So far, everyone who has given the right answer, super, great job, guys. Yes, everyone who has almost given the right answer and will be sharing this on their social media platforms. Yes, cheers to all of y'all, right? Superb. Yes, Danish, of course कर सकते हैं. Yes, but now due to lack of time, right, we are going to quickly move on to some more examples. Yes. There are major shortcuts here that would let you eliminate all answer choices, in fact. Okay. Yes. So if you want to know more about those, right? If you want to know more about those, you'll have to come back tomorrow. Yes. So come back tomorrow. I'll have more questions regarding that particular, trick that will help us do this question in what? Like less than 10 seconds. Yes. All right, here's the next question. Yes, here's the next question. They want us to solve this quadratic equation real soon. Let's do this. Yes. Quickly go ahead, answer this. Pranoy, I understand, right? And a lot of us, right? And a lot of us have faced similar issues. Yes. Which basically means what you will have to do is put in extra hours. You will have to, have a more an environment where you could be able to, you'd be able to understand everything that's happening, right? So things have to go at your pace. Yes. The best place for that, the best place for that would be plus. Yes. So totally consider taking up the plus subscription. Yeah. Okay, right, Balram. विभोर भैया बन गए अब right, answers have come in. So far everyone has said D. Kalpit has said C. Okay, okay, yes. Right, so we're going to stick to the traditional way of solving, right? Traditional way of solving. All these answer choices have what? They have real and two solutions. Yes, so I don't have to check for the discriminant. Yeah, so let's directly get on with it. Yes, x would be how much? Minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Yeah, so now what would be x minus b? That means minus 3 plus or minus, yes, b square, that is 9 minus 4 times ac. So that is what? 4 times 27 ka quadruple, right? So how much would that be? Yes, 27 times 4, right? So that would be how much? 27 times 16. You would either have to do directly, right? I think that would be the best way out here. Yes, that would be how much? Yes. So how much do we have? 432. So this becomes what? Plus 432. Yes. Over 2 times a, that is 8. Yeah. So what is this going to give us, guys? Yes. What is 9 plus 432? Yeah. What would be the square root of that? 9 plus 432. Anyone? Yes. Quick, guys. What is the square root of 9 plus 432? Yeah. Do you have it? Yes. So now see here. Look at these answer choices, right? These answer choices are all real. Yeah. Which means what? There should be a this number underneath should be a definite perfect square. Yes. If it's a definite perfect square, yes. When I say real, right? They are real. At the same time, they have what? Definite values, right? These are not infinite values, right? These are not non-terminating decimals, yeah, or non-terminating non-recurring decimals. Yes. So what's happening here? The value under the root has to be a perfect square, right? So 441 is a little over 400. Yes. And lower than 625, right? Which means what? 20 or 25 के बीच में होगा इसका square root. Yes. And it should end with a 1, which means it's 21. Yes, so minus 3 plus or minus 21 over 8. So what do you have? You have two values of x now. Yes, which would be what? x1 would be minus 3 plus 21, that is how much? 18 by 8. Yes, so 18 by 8 would be how much? 2.25. Yes. And what is it? Positive. The only place where we have positive 2.25 is what? D. Yes. If you still have any second thoughts, look at the second one also. Minus 3 minus 21 is how much? Minus 24, right? And 24 by 8 is what? Minus 3. Yes. So what's the right answer, guys? Anyone who has said B or C? Yes. You have to. Yes, you'll have to check that out. Okay. Okay. Muskan, don't worry, Muskan. We will also deal with questions from we will try solving these questions with factorization, but we are not focusing on factorizing today. Yes, if you were to factorize it, yes, you will first have to do what? You'll have to multiply 4 with 27. Yes, because the quotient of x should be equal to 1 when you factorize it. Yes, so here. Yes, so you would have to do what? Multiply everything by 4 and divide it by 4. Yes. So what would happen here? You would have 4 times 27, right? 4 times 27 would be how much? We've done it already. It would be 108. Yes. Correct. Yeah, so 108 you will have to split it. That would give you, so you would need two numbers whose product would be 108 and negative 108. Keep that in mind. Yes, negative 108, and it should give you what? These two terms sum should be plus 3. Got it? Yes. So don't worry, don't rush into anything, right? We will do this tomorrow as well, right? So we'll do it using factorization, and I'm going to show you some real-time shortcuts or some real-time patterns that could help you get the answer a tad bit faster. Yes. Got it? Yeah, Vijay, that's what, right? So if you go for the factorization method here, right, you would only get stuck in, some deep troubles here, right? Even in that case, right? So if you really want to do this, this would be how much? This would be 12 times. And on the other side, you would have what? 9. Yes. So 9 times 12 is 108. Yes. And since you want a positive difference, it would be this. So x, the value of x would either be what? 9 by 4 or minus 12 by 4, which is anyway what we are getting. Yes. So here, when you use the factorization method, you ought to be very, very dexterous, right? You have to be very quick with the calculations, right? Don't worry though, right? We will, do that. Yes. Okay, guys. Yeah, I understand, Vibhor, right? So I understand that this is correct, Prerna. Yes, superb. So we will do that. Patience, right? Patience is what matters the most when it comes to preparation, right? So we will do that. Don't worry. There is a question on the screen. Fatafat screenshot lijiye. This is a homework question. Yes. I want you all to send me the answers, right? We cannot discuss everything here on YouTube. Yes. So send me the answers, and if you're looking for a live, explanation of these questions, then you can always, join Plus. Yes, we will be dealing with these homework questions and much more, right? At least thrice the amount of questions we'll be dealing there. Yeah, so quickly take a screenshot of this. This is your homework question number 1. Yes, if you're done with it, I'm going to go to the next one. Yes. So you have one homework question for today. I want you all to send me the answers to it. Yes. And when you do so, do not forget to record your time. Yes. What matters here is time as well as accuracy. So you focus on accuracy, you forget time, that cannot happen. Yes. So record your time and send me the time as well. Yes. Thank you very much for listening to me today, guys. Yes. And I have a last bit to tell you before we leave. Yes. The Telegram group that we have, the community that we have, the link is here on the screen. It will also be sent to you on the chat. All you have to do is click and you will be added to it. Yes. I am also part of that group. If you want, you can, find one of the admins would be me. You can directly contact me, or my IDs on most of the social media platforms is Surana Live. Yes. and I'm a little bit more less I'd rather say less. I'm a little bit less threatening on one of these platforms than I am right now. Yes. So please keep this in mind, guys. Please keep this in mind, right? Whatever you are doing right now is not sufficient. Yes. And this is something that might take you aback. Yes. Whatever you're doing right now is actually not sufficient. Yes, it's not sufficient for the dreamy score that you have in your mind, right? So what you want is a platform where extreme learning is happening. Yes, and this is one of those, right? Plus is one of those platforms where people purely come to learn and excel. So if you are someone who has two aims in their life right now at this point in time, to learn and to excel, this is the place where you've got to be. Yes. And if you're looking for more practice questions, more examples, if you're looking for more shortcuts, some under the table tricks that could help you get the answer for the most questions, this is another place where you've got to be. Yes. So another reason why you should be a part of this. Yes. And the test series, while outside, a lot of for mocks you have to pay extra. You don't have to do that, right? The entire test series here is a pack of it. Yes. So you buy everything. So this is what end to end your CAT solution, right? Solution to your CAT end to end would be here. The cherry on the top is what, guys? Live doubt clearing sessions, and something that would completely be the worth of your money. Yes. So what do you have to do? Download the Unacademy's learning app, go for the plus subscription. Yes. And do not look at the money as an expenditure. Do not look at it as a liability. This is an investment that you are willing to make in your future. Yes. And the return of investments, the ROI there are massive. Yes. The best place where anyone should invest is futures, right? This is not me. This is the greatest investors known so far, Mr. Warren Buffett, has also said it, that one place where you should blindly invest is future. And whose future would you invest in? Someone else's or yours? Of course yours, right? So quickly go ahead, right? Have a look at the app. Yes, decide for yourself if you like it or not. Yes, but according to me, this is the best place where learning happens. Yes. So do not forget to use my code, guys, Surana Live, which will fetch you an extra, a little bit on the side as well, right? A little discount there as well. Yes. Thank you very much for giving me your time, guys. Do not forget to hit like. Do not forget to share this on your social media platforms. Yes. Also send it to your friends or colleagues or, classmates, batchmates whom would probably be taking CAT or anything related to that. And you know that they will keep this in mind through the rest of their lives, that you have helped them do this. Yes. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. again. Until then, good night and keep learning.